Right, stretches. Who's good? Does anyone else want to run stretches today? Is it always me? Why was I'm not here?
Well, I do the stretches.
I think it should be the person that runs the meeting runs the stretches.
Alright. Let's go.
Get in the snake position.
Everybody left leg forwards.
Oh, hang on, you went like this.
Bend the knee, the left leg.
Oh, okay, no.
Straighten out your calves. And thrust. Liam, show your left leg. Come on, man. Stretch it out. No, neither is that Joe's.
No, it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't matter. It's the principle. And switch. And Nintendo Switch. 140 pound Nintendo Switch. Oh, that was spin on. And up. Now shoulder width apart. And just down to the floor. Oh yeah.
Oh, it really pulls in the back of the knees.
Don't make that noise. Hand to the left. PTSD. And to the right. And spread your legs. Ooh. Double whip. They go down again.
Oh yeah, that's right on the inside.
Are you not flexible?
That's literally, I feel that right on the inside. Oh.
And then walk your fingertips over to your left leg. What is this? What's going on?
Torture.
This is what you do in jiu-jitsu. No. I used to run the stretches in jiu-jitsu. To finish you now. And over to the right.
Oh!
And in that same position, back up.
Come on, man. Max, where's your on your back?
Left arm over.
You bend over, there's little lumps.
Oh no, it didn't.
Punch back. Right, I'm going to get a cramp doing this. Hands around.
Feel the burn. Enjoy the burn.
Left arm.
Hope it's not a burn from last
Right
night.
arm to the top.
Chrissy.
Switch. Put your legs in. And finish off just some shoulder shrugs. Slow down there.
Go quick. Last one, fast mate. It's a race.
And we're finished.
What's James' intro?
Hey?
No, I'm sorry.
That's not rude.
Yeah, I'll create one after the meeting.
It's not really on to be honest.
Have you got a fat Jamie?
Huh? No, I haven't actually.
Oh, so you don't prepare then?
No.
You didn't read the note that's next to.
Come on, you know some facts.
Even though you two and I got mathematics of the day, actually share some facts.
Yeah. Right.
The two ways to motion and transport. Back, start me off.
You're not picking on
We're not.
Oh,
well, yeah, I'll say
that's
that's
fine.
fine. Motion, yeah?
Either.
Oh, either. I don't know, the original says something different.
I don't know, quite a hard one because they're both similar.
Yeah, cheers for that. I don't know, when mopping the floor downstairs, we've got bleach up here, and we've got a big tap in the ground floor toilet, so we could just leave the mop and the bucket downstairs with the floor cleaner downstairs, so we don't have to come up here to.
There you go.
Or hot
That's a
water.
great idea.
We don't have hot water, it doesn't matter.
We just get you bowl of kettle.
Yeah, we really don't care.
Do you know there used to be a little kitchen downstairs when I first come here? In you know where the toilet, where you walk into the toilet, in that little corridor bit between, there was like a little corner desk and there was a little kitchen bit there. Someone didn't leave it really.
Would be nice.
I don't want it to get out.
No, I want to walk to the kitchen, the shit. Pretty
No.
much probably got that here, to be honest. Maybe
Well, there's a door between the two.
Yeah.
It wasn't like actually in the toilet.
Right, Liam. Ready?
Transporting parts from the machine to the standing area, then, like for the rods, for example, you transport them back from the standing area to the machine.
Yeah. Good point, actually. Don't have to solve that. Got any ideas?
Second sand.
I still think the train idea is brilliant.
I do like that
Little
idea.
train.
Choo-choo.
What about another belt sander on the trolley?
Oh,
Next to
on
the
the
machine,
wheels.
yeah. Another belt sander. Because it, to be honest, we've only got one sander, so as soon as that packs up or goes wrong, we're a bit knackered.
Well, why can't we have the existing set up on wheels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can, if you don't need it in that area, you can move it away, and
Yeah.
whenever you need it, you can. That'd be nice, easy. You just need to put wheels on the existing desk, maybe.
What about the old sander? Do you still have that version?
It's a bit
And
dangerous.
we have. I thought we
I
kept
don't know
it.
why we have that. It's not.
No, sorry, I worked out what it is. Oh, and this is actually a thing I was talking to them about yesterday. So it's all the aluminium that collects on the outside,
Yeah.
plus more water as well. Bit of the two,
Food,
bit,
yeah,
like, bit of
food.
aluminium, bit of water, and you've got yourself a
Yeah.
nice mix for conducting electricity.
Yeah.
So the solution to that problem, I believe, is if we have a maintenance schedule, so that every Monday, 'cause I think Monday maintenance makes most sense because we're not in like, such a big rush with stuff. That we do certain bits and pieces like maintain the air supply and stuff, but with the sander you have to like blow it off, clean it, that kind of thing.
Well, yeah, like fully clean.
And if you took the dust and stuff off
Yeah.
of it, I don't think that'd ever be a problem.
Alright.
Okay.
Can we have a post-it note to write it down? Okay.
Now let's skip that there. Let's go to
Alright.
Friesen.
We haven't finished though.
Chris had been else.
Joe. No.
I'm joking. Ocean transport.
Promotion,
Give me two.
sorry.
Give me two, one for each.
Ooh.
Well, I would,
challenging you.
no, I would say yes and no when I was dealing with soldering. There's really any way to put the parts, so you have to use your motion and go over and put it in a box. So, or that could be one for transportation as well, transporting the thingies to the box.
I'm lost. What are we transporting?
Well, detection circuits, because
Oh, right.
there isn't a place to put them where they're not done and when they're done. Like at the moment, I just stick them
Yeah.
on one end of the lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
Oh, what you mean, like ones that have been tested?
Well, all of them.
Oh, right.
It's just in every part of it, soldered, injection molded, tested, not tested. There isn't a place for any of them.
Yeah, we should have like a book, because
Yeah.
if you don't finish them, like what you've done, like the batch you've done,
Because
at the end of the day,
At the moment, there's those
so if
leads.
someone else is,
There's those leads hanging on the lever.
yeah, if someone else takes over, a bit lost, have they been tested, what's going on with them? So we could have like a tray. We need a big tray really for each.
Or like two
I
different
still
boxes.
like Jacob's idea of his clothes rail
Yeah, I forgot about that.
because it's on wheels.
Yeah,
It's a nice big rail. It's quite tall. You know,
Okay.
the rail's normally up here
yeah,
somewhere,
yeah.
you can
Alright.
hang everything over, and you can have cards in between.
Yeah, yeah.
Say that's 3 metre section, that's a 4 metre section, that's a unbuilt section or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
I was half debating on pinching one from H&M the other day.
Is that right? Don't
Yeah, yeah. I didn't. So it was,
Yeah, it's
Don't
alright.
worry,
Yeah,
guys, he
it's
didn't eat. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well, actually, so it's kind of an interesting observation from yesterday. But we were doing the path marker tops, and Liam was doing the machining on doing the machining. That's kind of one at a time because you know the program's like 8 minutes. Or something.
Yeah, yeah.
He was sanding them and then bringing them up one piece flow. So it meant that he had a lot of transportation waste because he was having to come up and down the stairs for every single one. That being said, it was working, that transportation waste was kind of worth it for what I was dealing with at the time, because as he was bringing them up, I was assembling them, then doing one piece flow and then testing them and
So
then
it
putting
gave
them
you
in a
enough
tank.
time, yeah.
And so as each one was feeding up, it was working out really nicely.
Yeah.
There was one point when I brought down lenses and said, Liam, you know, like, these need to be sanded. and Liam batched all of those and batched 2 tops, and I was stood there waiting and going, where's my parts? And I come downstairs and found that he finished 2 and finished all the lenses.
Yeah.
So it shows you how much batching affects other processes further up as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know that it's not part of the waste, but yeah. So,
Yeah.
so I mean, again, obviously solving that transportation from ground floor to upstairs is that parts lift. I've did it a few times. I might start making some headway on that actually. So yeah. Start cutting a bit out.
Right, did anyone find anything whilst free-essing?
No.
No? Young man?
I mean, there was a so I found some powder coating moulds, or just one mould, and all the bits of tape on the other anodised line that isn't used.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how the mould got there. Like, I don't know whether or not the area was used to untape backs or tops or whatever.
Oh, what tape? Yeah, but it was probably the 12 watts, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was the 12
for the
watts.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. So well, I guess then more moulds will fix that, and then you can take the moulds off in that appropriate area. Not much more than that.
Liam, anything?
No, not really. Just clean the kitchen and.
I guess we had your little idea of keeping the mop to the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any shout outs? Oh, very good.
No.
Thanks, you don't want to be
Spanish.
grateful. You're grateful for the Spanish.
Grateful for the Spanish, alright.
Hola.
Tim?
I'm just going to say my normal one. Grateful to be alive.
Every day is another.
Grateful to be alive.
Oh, was it? I could come up on bike and smack my head.
I mean, random, right?
It's
But I'm
not
going to be.
reliable.
I'm saying grateful that manifestation really
Oh,
does
yeah,
work.
yeah.
It's really weird. It's where you say something's going to happen, you keep saying it, and you like make it. So like these images and things like that, like
Yeah.
putting them up on the wall and then just sort of like really focusing on them, and going, right, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. It is slowly all coming together.
Little cycling.
Yeah, shouting 30k,
Yeah.
and apparently we did 30k, which is really. Well, we haven't had 30k in, but we did 30k sales. So it's just a matter of whether or not we get paid. So,
We should show 100k.
yeah.
That'd be nice.
Shout a million if it works.
Yeah.
Any current health and safety issues?
Chris has no recess. He's thinking of dialing out the sharp bits.
Brilliant. Yeah, I forgot about that. We were assembling path markers, and Joe cut his hand open on it.
Yeah.
And I sliced my finger as well, but it didn't actually bleed.
I just realised, why don't we shout for the
Well,
signs?
the program's all in.
Code.
It's just in code, isn't it? It's not in Fusion. So if it was in Fusion, I could just go, I'll whack a radius on that corner or whatever.
Oh,
But because it's in code, do you remember how much buggering about I do to try and get it to, like, radiuses are a pain in the butt in code, trying to get them to do exactly what you want, because you have to be like GO3, which is like clockwise rotation, and you have to specify the X, Z and K value, I think. And I get really lost at that point. So. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, it's more just there's just more stuff. So what I really say is we should do is start moving these parts over to Fusion and then redoing the code in Fusion, and it'll be easier for us to make these changes. Where we can where we can go, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
So maybe we can spend a bit more time doing that.
You write your accident down. But
I looked at the sheet and it looks. I think it's not only this really, really serious stuff, because I looked at it and it looked like it's only really serious stuff.
it's not about that, it's about
It's a little
if it
cut
keeps
on
coming up, then you sort it
Yeah,
out.
James right. Should record it when I'm finished.
Okay. Well,
Don't trust him. I don't trust him to help
I
us.
can save you a lot.
No, you
I
can't.
can
I
save
don't
you
you
a
got
lot.
anything.
No, I haven't.
What is it?
I mean, you get on with me.
Stop the
I can demonstrate with Max right now if you want to.
I'll lay down,
Demonstrate
go
with
on.
Max.
Kiss me, kiss me.
What do you want to do today? Max?
MNX 12 watts, get them done.
What have you done yesterday? What about JBTs?
That was sent out. I
That's
saw
sent
that
out.
on the
Oh,
system.
it's sent out.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that.
we're struggling a little bit because remember it's just 3 of us.
Yeah,
And
20.
then Liam left at
Yeah,
1, so that's just me and Joe.
Yeah. All right.
Back to
Yeah.
old times.
Yeah, so you know, like it's only we're trying to keep the lathe running and try and
Yeah.
do all those bits. Quite
Do
hard
wish
to
this
get
stuff
stuff
hard
assembled.
coded, it's different.
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
priorities, me and Jen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You did God's work.
Finish off those roads, sand down the 5 that Joe needed, or if any more, then I think Chris said the stainless steel needs to be done or something like that.
Yeah, maybe we can do those pipe marker tops, but also thinking about doing while we're on aluminium, we do the wall-like base that
Yeah.
we're missing. Was it 2 wall-like bases actually, isn't it? One for the white and one that will have no hole in the middle because you need to hand drill the holes from the outside. That's
Right,
2 actually.
2 holes.
Huh?
Got to drill the 2 holes.
Yeah. But it's 2 bases.
That's
Two bases.
So it's 3 bases.
Tapping
Tapping
after
two.
powder coat.
One, 2 with no holes.
We're not using,
Yeah, just-
we're not
You just
using
run
dry
by
ground.
it.
We're
So,
not
yeah.
having
Yeah.
sand and water, maybe we should do a brush finish on something.
Yeah.
What else? So what images and videos are we going to take for QBR?
MNIX 12 watts. I've done a nice line of 16 on the grass. Might look quite cool.
Yeah.
Get a photo of I can't remember his name now, he's caught in spikes.
Oh,
It's
Stratford. Yeah.
Stratford, yeah.
Yeah. It's just quite nice that Joe's getting through that early.
We need
We still need to do the
glare
pathway.
guards for them.
No,
Done.
done.
Done this
Oh,
week.
right, okay.
Sweating the rods now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Take some videos or photos of sanding, because I know with machining it's kind of hard with the cool information on the screen, so get some sanding photos and something like that.
I'm gonna.
Website.
Huh?
Website.
No, the website works. So that's okay. I mean, there is info and stuff missing, but you know, I can do that over the weekend or whatever. It's not really a big deal. I'm gonna get that hood up for the anodising because Joe, you were telling me about everyone choking
Well,
to
it
death.
definitely seems like they're dying whenever it's on.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, the extraction them.
Heavily.
Dying slowly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to sort that now,
Yeah.
first thing this morning, so I might get some photos of that.
Yeah.
I'll have a look on my little list of things to do, but I might start cutting holes for the material lift, who knows? Maybe we'll see.
Nice and loud.
Let's have a look at the matrix.
Let's go look up fact now as well.
Yeah.
No, I've got an activity instead of effect.
Is he allowed to do that, Chris?
Yeah, what's the activity?
Can't do more exercise.
Go on, do the 100-mile/hour fact.
Can't do it.
Do the 100-mile/hour.
It's
fact.
educational,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Go on, say it, man.
You can go faster than a 615 Renault CV1.
Oh, actually, I do have a shout out while we're waiting. Shout out to again the lean groups because they gave me some good advice with regards to, you know, like how I should communicate with certain people over email. I won't really be too specific, but yeah,
Yeah.
quite nice.
Come on, man.
We are cutting this bit out, aren't we?
Good afternoon.
Who edits this?
I do.
Oh, you did.
Normally I like to just throw the videos on and just go bam, whatever. But now Jamie's forcing me to edit. Causing chaos.
It's just always been ways of employing potential uses.
Yeah.
Everything that did in the video.
Right, so machining 53 passed out of 58, so that's 91%.
What was the foul? 6.
5.
5.
So there's 9%.
5. What did we have 5 foul?
I think it was just those tops.
Yeah,
Tops had to keep getting the lip up it or whatever.
there's
Yeah.
path marker tops,
Yeah.
yeah. We had some offset.
Was it that
Offset
lip fit,
issues,
the
yeah.
thin way? Yeah.
I ended up adjusting the tool 1 and tool 7 offsets to get it to work, and then retouched it off later and did another program. And also the glare guard that was wrong. Just you know, when I went to go take off a little bit of X, and I took it from like 25.6 in one cut way down to 23. So there was no salvaging that. I did that manually as well.
Yeah.
With no coolant.
Ooh.
Oh, that's heavy.
Yeah.
I did it.
Powder code 23 out of 23. Not bad. Electronics area was done.
No, but Joe did do some electronics there, but never got.
Well, I ticked up the system, does that not count?
No, you have to then do the metric as well.
Oh, okay. That's all 6 out of 6 pass.
And then assembly area, 19 out of 20.
Yeah. The one failure was an optic that hadn't been sanded enough, and basically it meant that the water was getting, like, it wasn't quite, didn't really realise at the time,
Okay.
but it's just not quite sitting
Oh,
in the
okay,
room
yeah,
properly.
yeah.
But annoyingly, it meant I had to replace LED as well, because LED was kind of like cracked.
Yeah.
So, it's a lesson for that.
Can I have 2 volunteers?
Oh, go on.
Oh, we've got one.
Go on, man.
Come on,
Oh.
let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Come
oh,
on.
hang on, that's
We're really fast.
The
now.
trust exercise.
Oh, mate.
Go on, go on, man. Let's go. No fool.
So Joe, stand it.
Oh, why do
Why
I?
are we doing this? This isn't safe. This is not safe.
This is safe.
You've got to catch. He's not going to catch me.
Go forwards.
Well, he's catch me.
Yeah.
And then you're going to have to catch.
Well,
I
how
hope
are
not.
you going to catch him? when
Just
facing
just
back?
say the fun fact. We've got.
Okay, okay, that's good, that's good.
Are you?
We- is
are,
it-
are you
yeah,
prepared?
yeah, I'm
I
gonna-
don't think Max is.
You're supposed to trust that.
I did trust you.
Hey, you didn't trust me.
Alright, got it.
Trust me.
Alright, flip it around.
Wait, you better not drop me, man. And literally nearly went as well. Do it, like, get your arms out, man.
Mate, he's lankier than
Get
me.
ready,
Yeah.
It's going.
mate. There's no trust.
There's no trust.
There's no
between
trust.
you two.
I don't
He
trust him.
stumbled as well.
Yeah.
Well, we've got some work still on that. Then, haven't we?
Yeah, lots of work.
That's a poor activity. I'm not liking that.
That's it.
Alright, 100 miles an hour.